I can't escape my past.
It was October in 2020. We were headed to Nashville and then to Omaha, Nebraska.
Like 3 hours into our drive, and the water pump went out on us.
And we broke down on 65 right near Clanton. And the whole time we were heading up there, we were kind of running from a storm that was coming up, a hurricane that was coming up from the coast, and it was just like horrible weather behind us.
So there was a lot of pressure to try to make it to this gig, and yeah, we were stuck on the side of the road waiting for a hurricane to come, and it finally hits. It just felt like we were in the trenches, man, about just covered in mud. And
Hurricane Zeta's moving in, and you know, there's like 3 inches of water on the ground. We're just crawling around in mud. We're miserable. We're tired.
Just working on it in pouring rain, like mud, like 3 inches of water and mud. And we're like, we got this tarp set up with drum stands, and we're like holding it up, like soaking wet.
And we were like, screw this, man. We've got to get out of this weather. Let's put this thing back together and head to the nearest truck stop. We found a truck stop. It was like 7 minutes up the road, the nearest exit. So we put it back together, and I guess the 5 or 6 hours that had passed had let the water pump cool down because it wasn't locked up anymore, thank God. So we crunk it back up, everything's working good, and we book it to the next truck stop, get there and park it.
we kind of limped our way to Clanton, Alabama, which is 30 minutes north of there. We pretty much worked on it through Brandon. I fell asleep. Brandon worked on it till like the early morning.
We stayed up all night long till like 2:30 in the morning. We couldn't get the fan off. We got all the bolts out, we got everything done to take the water pump off, but we could not get our radiator fan off because it was rusted and seized on there.
Found this mechanic shop. We kind of just limped the bus to it. It was probably like 10 minutes away. And those guys were really cool. Our problem was we couldn't get the fan off the clutch that goes into the water pump with the tools we had. So they actually had to put like a pneumatic wrench on it and torch it to get it off.
He said we couldn't work on the bus right there, so he got it busted off for us, and we paid the man, and then we drove across the street into this grass field, still running from the rain. Storm clouds are still moving in, and we got the water pump swapped back out just like that. As soon as the fan come off, all that torment, you know, all night long working on the bus, that's all we were trying to do is get the fan off. And as soon as that mechanic helped us out and got it off, we swapped the water pumps out, put it back together, got on the road, and made it to Omaha.
Just in time to make it to Omaha, Nebraska.
Didn't miss the show, which that was cool.
It was wild. God was definitely on our side for that one.
Still living